Today's word vitamin is all about remaining teachable. Now we can all see the logic as we get older in just remaining open-hearted. You can't learn anything new unless you've got an open mind and an open heart. If you've only got an open mind but a closed heart, data can go in, but you won't retain it. It won't mean anything to you. But if you've got an open mind and an open heart, it'll have meaning. You will record it in your sensory memory, not just in the data bank. Ever notice that you can hear a song that you maybe haven't heard for 20 years and it comes on the radio and you know every word? You know it by heart. You don't know you know it until it comes on and your heart knows it. So, remaining teachable, the older we get, the more, I don't know about you, but the more I realise there's lots I don't know. And with each passing year, the older I get, now heading into my 54th year, what worked for me last year and what I thought last year and what I stood strong against last year isn't always the same this year. There are some deal breakers that have not changed, but there are other areas where I've softened, where I once was hard line. There's other areas I've become hard line, where I once was a bit wishy-washy. I don't know, how are you going with remaining teachable? Most importantly, with your self-education, in learning who you are emotionally and what works for you and what doesn't. And doing something about installing the new apps so you upgrade and keep becoming a better version of yourself as you get older. Now in today's word vitamin, I talk about a couple of the universal truths in remaining teachable, because if we don't remain teachable, we just disappear up our own arse. We become a pain in the arse. We become those know-it-all people that nothing goes in. You talk to them, and you've probably come across those people. You talk to them, and halfway through your sentence, they're going, "Yeah, I know." You're thinking, well, why the fuck are you asking me if you know? They can't take anything in. So, one of the things that I have come to learn with universal truths in remaining teachable, and that is doing what is right for us. What is right for our integrity, what we know to be right, will rarely be the easiest option. It's usually the most inconvenient option for our ego. Another universal law around remaining teachable is that, life is under no obligation to give us what we expect. Life's unpredictable. So we've got to have a moral compass that we can rely on, that when things come out of left field and throw us off balance, that we can find our true north, we can find our way back home. We have all got problems to solve. We have all got lessons to learn, and it doesn't matter if we're 15 or 75. There is always something new to learn so that we can become a better version of ourselves. I personally do a review every morning. I journal and do a review on the day that was beforehand, and it helps me, and I make sure in that review that I have a look at what I'm pleased with and grateful for. I've got a really long gratitude list. And then I also have a look at, I write a little paragraph on what I know I need to work on, areas in my life where I feel that I need to self-improve, and it helps keep me on track before I even start my day. One more universal truth, and that is, we are all alone together. If you have a look at those really big pivotal moments where we have had to really make a stand, and if we've remained teachable, all the things we've learned come into play and we put them into action. In those big moments, usually we are on our own. We've got to say yes or no. We've got to step up or step back. And that's a beautiful Buddhist saying, we are all alone together. So sometimes it's just nice to be able to connect with somebody else who's struggling with remaining teachable and making sure that their heart wins over their ego. It's hopefully we get about 90 years or so to perfect it. God knows how long we're going to live. But anyway, I hope today the word vitamin on teachable offers you some insight on where you're at in remaining open-hearted and open-minded. Lots of love. See ya.